Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on Play on GAA. Today it is just myself, Seamus, and I'm giving a review of the hurling match in the Allianz League between Tipperary and Laois, which happened on Saturday, and it finished Tipperary 21 points, Laois a goal and 14. Of course, this is a bit of a new era for Tipperary following the retirement of Brendan Maher and then the recent retirement of Paddy Maher, two absolute legends of Tipperary hurling. Colin Bonner has a bit of a rebuilding job on his hands. Jason Ford, though, is still there for Tipperary, and thankfully for Tipperary that he is still there. He hit the first point and he was excellent throughout the game. That being said, he did miss a penalty. Jake Morris was fouled for a penalty and Enda Rowland made a brilliant save from Jason Ford's strike. The key period for Tipperary winning this game was at the start of the second half. They definitely pulled away at the start of the second half. That being said, Laois, towards the end of the second half, started pulling Tipperary right back, and they did look like they had more gas in the tank than Tipperary, which is definitely worrying for Colin Bonner. I mean, Enda Rowland's free somehow ended up in the back of the net, and that really put pressure on Tipperary. Stephen Picky Maher was just tagging on points as well for Laois, keeping them in touch with Tipperary. And I think, yeah, Tipperary, similar to Kilkenny in the Antrim game, they won, but they weren't that convincing. And I think, like at Dublin, for example, we'll be looking at the Tipperary game thinking, this could be 2 points if we turn up in a game like this. Because Laois, they're not, on Dublin's level in terms of the talent. The only, in my opinion, Dublin have more better hurlers. So, for Tipperary, it's a bit concerning. The Mars they're in their period of transition. They got beaten by Kerry in the preseason tournaments. And then obviously they start the league off and they only have 4 points to spare against Laois. So not the best start for Colin Bonner, but he will be happy that they got the victory. And as well as that, massive blow for Laois. Paddy Purcell was sent off, their best player. So yeah, there's some worrying signs there for Tipperary, even though they got the victory. I think the likes of Jake Morris, Paddy Cadell, Billy Seymour, Jerome Cahill, these guys, they need to be kind of brought into the side, because the success that they had at the underage, now with the likes of the Mars going, I think it's vital that Bonner gets these lads in and gets them some senior experience, especially in the league, especially in games like this against teams like Laois, that they can get some experience, senior experience into them to prepare them down the road. Because while the senior lads are still there, the Munster finals over the last years have been concrete proof that it's not good enough to beat Limerick. And maybe the young lads coming through, maybe that crop of players coming through when they fully blossom into the team that they're going to be, maybe those lads can beat Limerick. So I think that's the way to go for Colin Bonner. And yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how he does it. Not the best start to the league for him, even though he picks up the 2 points. For Cheddar Plunkett, I think eyes are on that Antrim game to win that game, and then to hope that they can maybe claim a scalp somewhere else and stay up in Division 1. I think that's the way for Cheddar Plunkett. But yeah, that's my opinion on that game. It finished Tipperary 21 points, Laois 1 goal and 14 points. Yeah, keep an eye out for all the other content across the weekend here on Play on GAA. Until the next one, guys, take care.